Okay,
Live
I
stream
think I
offline.
think we're here. Well, that says offline, but this says live right here. So if you guys can see us, give us a minute. We're trying this out. We're new to this whole
We're breaking new ground here
doing the
today.
live show on a cell
Ooh,
phone.
we're live, Mom.
You see
See, it
us?
says
Oh,
live. Ooh, we're live.
I
Hello.
can't see it on here. I'm not finding it.
Is
So give
anybody
us a
out
minute,
there?
everyone. We're getting it together. Like I say, we're
There's
trying this out.
one watching now. That'd be me.
To be you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like it.
This says live Q&A with the Rains. This says live stream offline, so I don't know what's going on. Oh,
Surprise,
I see
surprise,
oh,
impromptu.
hey, I see somebody coming in. Look.
Hello,
Okay.
Lisa.
So again, give us a moment. We're trying to figure this out. This is new territory. I'm not used to
Top
we
chat.
those who have been following us for a long time know we've used to do live shows quite a bit, and or at least once a week, and now we haven't done it in probably about a year, or maybe, I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a very long time.
And I can't find the live show. You can
Oh,
see us though. You can
look,
see
I'm a
us on there.
moderator, Mom.
Oh, good. You're a moderator. Now I can't.
Ooh,
I can't find the live show on the computer. Somebody help me here.
we got Arizona and California online.
Hey everyone. Hey, there we are. I'm
Oh
finding
my
us, so
goodness,
I
we're
can
getting.
get in here and chat on here if I need to when he's blabbing. I hope the picture isn't too dark. We're sitting under a.
Did
We're.
you just say I'm blabbing?
Didn't say you were blabbing.
How rude.
So we're out here on our deck in yeah, on our deck under the umbrella. It's a very beautiful day here, and we thought maybe we'd finally give this a try and maybe do some Q&A for those who had some questions that we always forget to answer in our videos. So let's see who we got here. We have hey T. She's got her grandkids visiting.
Yeah.
Try to pay attention. Yeah, good luck with that. And
That's
there's
real
Edie and
multitasking right
April.
there.
Okay. Oh, hey. Look at all these great people coming in. Okay, wonderful. Okay, well, good to see you all. I know this was totally impromptu and surprise. Yeah, I don't have any balloons and stuff like that, but
Woohoo!
hey, here we are. And we'll probably have to mess around with this for a bit to get down the road to figure out what's going to be the best angle and everything, because doing this on a cell phone is
Heidi just
totally
wanted
new.
to get online and play with her new cell phone.
Yeah, yeah. Now, for those who don't know, I had a smartphone for years. I loved it. I was actually rather addicted to it. It was a BlackBerry, oh, I forget what it was called. The one that had the smooth, the touch, but you had to kind of press it a little bit. I still loved the way that thing worked.
Tactile.
Tactile. It was a little more tactile. You actually had to press on it to select something, but you could scroll just by touching. I loved that thing. Not everybody liked that phone, but I loved it. But then I decided I was too addicted to the smartphone, and I saw too many other people being addicted to the smartphone, so I went to a dumb phone. But when you got a YouTube channel and an Etsy store and a Facebook, and you're trying to get Instagram going, and you realize you have to have a smartphone to make Instagram work, yeah, it was just time. So it was really great that I'm actually glad we got second place in that contest, because that way I could choose something that was more specific to our actual needs. So let me catch up on comments. Like the view, okay, thank you. And Edie, am I saying your name right? I'm assuming it's Edie. If I'm saying it wrong, let me know. Well, that's what I've been assuming all along. I don't think it's Eddie, but maybe it is. And Deha, there's another one. Am I saying that right? Or is it pronounced with a hard J, not a silent J? Or an HJ?
Hello, North Carolina. Mark Wilson.
Angie's in here. And
Yeah.
Quake Lake. Hey, I know it's been a long. Like I said, I think it's been a year since we've done a live show.
It's been a bit.
Yeah, I was. First we were doing together. We were doing weekly live shows, and then that got to be too much to try to do the evening shows. And we have really super slow internet, and so that was kind of another drawback. So then I was trying weekly, middle of the day. Heidi Mighty Mo shows, and Mr. Rain couldn't be a part of those because he was working. but I just simply got too busy and got tired of dealing with our poor internet. So how is the stream going? That was the other thing I wanted to know, is since we're not using our regular internet, we're actually using the towers from the cell phone. I want to know if we're getting a better stream. It looks like the way best I can tell. So let me catch up here. Nova Scotia. Hi, Wendy. Andrea. Mark Wilson. Thank you. Let's see. Good. Thank you, Angie. And I didn't. Okay, let me catch up and see if I got an answer to my question back here. Yes, you're right, Edie. Okay.
Okay, all right.
I've been called both. Okay. Versus. Okay.
Can I call you A?
No,
Don't do that?
don't do that. It's been called both, but no breakup at all. Awesome. Yes, because
Oh, good.
usually our doing it from our internet meant yeah, it meant constant pauses and breakups, and the picture would always freeze when you're making the dumbest face,
Right.
right? You know, some stupid
And for me,
crazy
that happens a lot because that's the only face I have. Right?
Oh, not true, not true. Now remember, just so you don't know, Mr. Rain, the camera is right there.
Oh,
So we got to make sure we look at that little dot right there and not at that.
that one over there?
No, no, over there.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, what we're hoping to do is, first of all, we're trying to test this out and see how well it's going to work for us, and also to maybe do some live Q&A. So if you got any Q&A or Q, and we'll give the A. So questions about anything that maybe we've missed in previous videos that you've asked, and we either missed your question or we've just been too busy to think to get back. Okay, she says if you want.
Oh, I was just
That
kidding.
is wonderful. Good evening from Germany to both of you.
Oh, that's
Hi.
great.
Just watched your
Well, we got
making
folks
video.
all across the planet checking us out today.
Great. Yeah, I think it's the first time, even back when we were doing live streams all the time, I don't think we ever did a show in the middle of on a Sunday. Here it is just past noon where we're at, and I was thinking that'd be a good time because most people would be out of church by then all over the place. So, yeah. Hello. East Yorkshire. Slight lag. Okay. Got my petunias planted, Angie says. And I think we should be able to have in the playback, I think the chat might be able to show. This is kind of a new feature that YouTube started, and I think it's great because you get chatting with each other in here and people ask great questions or say all this wonderful stuff, and then it doesn't show in the playback, and people are wondering, what are you talking about? So hopefully the chat will show in the playback for those who are watching this later. So I'm looking for does Mr. Rain hunt up northwest?
I have in the past, but
But
the answer is yes to your question as far as the hunting. This last winter or fall, I went down and hunted with my dad in Oregon,
yeah,
and we did well.
yeah,
And so
nice size
big
deer.
mule deer,
Yeah,
and so
still
meat's
working on
very
that.
good. We
Yeah.
got little blacktail up here, and they're like large dogs. And the hunting
Yeah.
is pretty competitive up here too. But
Yeah.
if you're a bow hunter, you stand a little bit better chance of,
Yeah, well, and we heard this is kind of interesting is we have elk heavily here to the point that they're getting to be almost a nuisance. And we heard recently that you could put in is this something I'm not supposed to say?
Well, it'd all be speculation at this point.
Speculation.
But they're thinking about um, having a drawing for tags. For
Yeah.
elk.
Yeah.
Around close to town here that to kind
Yeah.
of weed
Well,
out
you've heard it from a couple different people, so I don't think it's.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, because
Oh,
I
I
mentioned
won't.
it to someone else,
Yeah.
and they said they heard that too.
Right.
So that would be interesting because it's to the point where we have so much elk, which I love elk meat. It is they're getting to be a nuisance, eating people's gardens, they're coming into neighborhoods and
Yeah, well, once or twice a year we maybe as much as 3, 4 times a year, we see them coming up the side street up here.
Yeah, they've been right in front of our house a
They
whole,
frequent the
and there's
airport,
and then, of course they travel in herds,
mm-hmm.
and just just coming through the right along the street in front of our house. And one thing about living in our area, and I don't know, maybe this is all Pacific Northwest, but living here, you have not been a true resident unless you have hit at least an elk or a deer at least once with your car.
That's a
Totaled your
prerequisite,
rig
yeah.
at least once on an elk or a deer.
One
I
of
mean,
life's
that's like a
experiences.
prerequisite of being living in this area, a rain country rebel, rainiac, whatever.
Yeah.
So, ciao. Okay, I'm looking to see who else is white-tailed deer. They're pretty big. I don't know how big are white-tailed deer. Are they good size?
Yeah, they're more in eastern Washington. They are bigger than blacktail, yeah. Eastern Washington, you'll see more whitetail.
Cool, Angie, on your potato plants. Great. Yeah, I always seem to miss when I harvest my potatoes, I always seem to miss a bunch. And so then I'll save a bunch of seed potato and put them in the ground, but then I'll have a whole bunch more that comes up, and then I end up with just lots of potato plants. So how'd the house turn out there? Oh, for our son.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah,
Good
turning out real well. The house is...
It's beautiful.
Let's see who asked that question.
Don Quixote.
Okay, so Ryan had purchased a repossession. It was a split entry home, and I helped him remodel the home, so he's got new floors in it. We did some sheetrock work on the inside, did some rot repair. He hired out the roof, and it's looking beautiful. We shot the inside and outside, painted all the walls, painted outside and inside, renovated the bathroom, so it's got all new appliances in the upstairs bathroom anyway. His girlfriend remodeled the kitchen cabinets.
Yeah, she did all the sanding. And those of you who watched us for a long time will probably remember seeing her do some of the updates we did. And before I forget to say it, we do plan on doing an update video, or even maybe just a slideshow. For those who've been following us all along, I had several videos out from last 2 Augusts ago, 2 years ago, when they were first doing the renovations, and showing some of the process. And I just have been waiting for Ryan to finish just a few minor things, and then I'm going to go take a whole bunch of pictures or video or both, and we'll put a video together so everybody can see how the place looks. The outside is all painted except for a few things, so it's not light blue anymore.
Yeah, he's got some trim work to work on it,
but still got some trim work.
New windows, the whole shooting match here. It looks like a brand new house.
And Kayla's done a beautiful job of with the interior decorating, and it's really neat. In the man cave downstairs, if you saw the old video where Patrick was, building the fire there to get it heated up so they could put the carpeting in upstairs that day, and there were some other videos. Downstairs is the man cave, and Ryan's got it set up pretty nice, and it's very firefighter themed, because those of you who know, our oldest son is a lieutenant on the local fire department. And I even found at a garage sale, I love finding good old kids books, as some of you know, and I found a little golden book about a fireman, something to do with...
Oh, yeah.
And it was in brand new condition, and so I gave it to him, and he actually has it sitting there in the windowsill in his man cave. I'm like, oh, how sweet. So a lot more people coming in. Hello all. And Angie, yes, these are up here are the grapevines. Okay, right there. I got to look at myself here in this thing. Up there, just a fraction of the grapevines you can see directly behind us. Like right here, this is one of our blueberries. We have 6 good size for being in pots, blueberries all around our deck. All of them, any of them in the ground at this time. I don't know where we'd put them if we were going to put them in the ground.
They actually parked in front of the most scrawny one, Mom.
Yeah, this probably is the most scrawny one, but we were trying to get a position where we didn't have the sun directly in our eyes, so we're not squinting at you at all or winking at y'all.
So Angie says we're a little blurry on my end. Is anybody else having a problem with the video? clarity.
Maybe I should check. It looks a little blurry up there,
It
but I don't
does.
know if that's... Let me wipe the camera off a little bit just to make sure it's not... It's... We'll see if that helps at all. Did you like that? You're using the end of my skirt to...
He just got fabric in everybody's eyes.
It's got the end of my skirt.
It is a little blurry. So it must be a reception thing on our end.
Huh. So you dehydrate them. Angie, was that the... I'm trying to catch up here. Was that the grapes or the blueberries? Oh, maybe trying to focus on the... You know, you're probably right, because we do have a breeze going here, so that's probably what's going on.
Oh, yeah. I'll bet you it is.
Yeah, because if you see the leaves coming in clear, but our faces aren't, that's probably the deal. That's probably the scoop. It's blurry like a pixel thing. It seemed like when we started off... Oh, morels. Okay, sorry, Angie, I missed that earlier.
That looks,
Pinch your
looks
fingers on
now.
the screen. Pinch your fingers on the screen. Oh, I know what you're talking about. See if it will zoom in on us, maybe?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I don't know, we'll see. See, it doesn't look that blurry there. Oh wait, that looks better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it started to look better.
Oh, there we
earlier.
go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Angie.
Hey, we're getting tutorial here.
Yes. New to iPhone live show
we are...
stuff.
She's non-techie and I'm more non-techie. She's actually a quick story. You know, when I was going to college, you know, I was learning AutoCAD and computers and all that stuff, and we went out and made a big investment in a computer. I got a digitizing tablet and the whole 9 yards, and an AutoCAD program and everything, and I was learning AutoCAD. And Heidi, she had her business going, and she was, you know, teaching dance and martial arts. And we said, I told her, I said, why don't you put some of your business stuff on the computer? And she says, oh, I'm scared to death of computers. I said, all you got to do is hit Control-Alt-Delete, and...
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're good to go, you know.
I was scared. I was still doing all my books for dance, you know, for my ballet classes and stuff by hand, writing everything in, doing my roll sheet, everything, or on my typewriter. Yeah, I had a typewriter, people.
Typewriter.
And it was a high-tech typewriter, too. It was cool.
So...
Anyway,
I have to ask her how to turn the computer
over time,
on
when we got our next computer, I really got into learning. I just became self-taught. So running computers is not a big deal with me. In fact, I managed to keep that computer going for many years because I learned how to clean it out. I rebuilt it from the ground up a couple of different times just to clean it all out and get rid of viruses and all that kind of stuff. It was work, but I learned how to do it on my own. So, you know, I may not be the most high-tech when it comes to smartphones anymore just because I hadn't had one in years, but I'm a pretty quick learner when it comes to that.
She'll have this
Even
thing
though I used
figured
to be
out.
scared to death of that stuff. Okay.
If there's any questions out there, guys, repost them. We have to pay attention to what's going on in the chat, and we have to pay attention to what's going on around us and each other, so bear with us.
How's the sound, by the way? That's another thing I'm curious about. Is, you know, we got the breeze blowing, but I think it's not too bad here, and I don't think it's going to hit the mic in such a way that's going to be a problem. Hi, Bandana Grandma.
Hey.
Okay, sound is great. Good.
Excellent.
Good. And do you notice there's a far less lag time between this and the when we're doing it from our regular internet?
Yeah, that's a bunch better, yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so any other questions? And if there's any questions I missed, I know somebody asked for, do you have dogs? And sound wasn't great. I just saw it stop. Okay, well, we were doing good. Buffering here now.
Rose up.
Yeah. Yeah, because right here, the little time. Okay. I got to get this keyboard where I can. Oh, Move that a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it stopped altogether. So what do? It's funny because the
It's working now.
and that's the thing is we're not having any. We got all good people in here, so we
Yeah,
don't really
so far.
need any moderators right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's behaving themselves.
Well, we did get a thumbs down.
In fact,
though.
Kathleen is probably the one that probably would be less likely to behave herself.
Right, right. And you gave her a wrench.
I did.
I don't know if that was wise or not.
Hey, there's Tina. There. And let's see. Little blurry. Okay, let me try tapping on this again and see if it does any good. I don't know.
Well, I think just the idea of...
Whoa.
Whoa, that's interesting.
That was kind of scary.
We'll see if that does that on a...
Whoa! Yeah, that's kind of scary. Okay, well, then we know. Okay, your plants are still growing good. Oh, good.
What's
that's... Okay, she's talking to Kathy. Okay. That's good, though. Cool. Hey, you betcha.
Where's the rain?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
Right. Hello from Australia. Hi, Leslie.
So we woke up this morning, looked out the window, and seen this color blue in the sky, and we were scared.
I know, and this big, bright, blazing ball of fire.
What is all that?
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Yeah, no, it's been a pretty nice, but fairly nice week.
Yeah, it's been pretty nice. It's
know,
been really chilly at night.
Yeah.
About maybe 90 days of sun during the year. Total.
Yeah, it can get enough around here to where we have water restrictions.
Surprisingly enough, and believe us, we can get as much as 160 inches of rain in a year, and yet the end of summer we could end up on water restrictions. It's weird, but that's a new thing. It didn't used to be that way.
Right. And it could take a water table.
I am using the new phone. And then, did you see Kathleen's comment up here?
Oh, I don't pay no attention to Kathleen.
Rude. Yeah. Blue and Western
Kathleen,
Washington.
We'll behave to the best of our ability.
Behave? What is that?
Hey, you betcha.
No, we're not. We're actually not from Oregon, nor are we in Oregon. We're in Washington.
What's your favorite flower, Angie asks?
Oh,
Borage.
That's a tough one. Oh, I like my pansies. And, oh, by the way, those who are following us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you may have seen my post earlier that just so funny, that pot of little tiny pansies coming up. I could have sworn I remember putting basil seeds in there, and this starts growing. I've got it actually sitting outside, and it's growing, and I'm like, that doesn't look like basil to me. And I thought, well, I'll keep watching it. And I think it was yesterday, I'm looking at it going, that is not basil. That is not at all basil. I'm like, what does that look like? That looks an awful lot like pansies. So I took a little taste, and sure enough, it had that little, barely that hint of wintergreen, and that kind of, I don't know how to describe it, where it gets the mucilaginous properties that are very soothing to the mucous membranes. And I'm like, this is pansy. I got pansies coming up. And I was just complaining about how I never seem to be able to get them to grow from seed. And I don't know, maybe I planted pansies in there and was thinking I grabbed a package of basil. I don't know. It had to be what happened.
We have plants coming up all over the place that are just kind of impromptu. I think that's due to our chickens.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. Hang on a sec. Psst. Some people. I know there's another thing you can do there, but I don't know what that is. Okay, I can't figure out how to do it. One thing, give us a moment with some of the stuff too, people, because, yeah, good job, Kathleen.
We're experiencing the learning curve.
Yeah, because it's not even just the phone. It's YouTube, the chat, and all that kind of stuff has changed since we were last live, and learning how to work it here is a little different. So. Oh, Greetings from Korea.
Oh, wow.
Very cool. Okay.
We got
and
Korea watching. We got
Australia,
Australia.
Germany, yeah, and
Very
Nova
cool.
Scotia.
Yeah, very cool.
Are you using Hangout?
We are using
We're
our.
just using whatever came up there on the phone. We just hit the,
There's a
go
little
live.
there's a little picture of a camera on your iPhone that allows you to go live, and that's kind of where we're at with that.
There we go. Get a couple more going there. Okay, and Sweden, nice. Okay, now, hey Liz. Liz made it in.
Oh, we got the UK here. Hello, Liz.
So, is it Hangout automatically from the phone then? Is that what you're saying, Angie? Yeah, I can't figure out how to do that from there. It's not, sorry people. Trying to stay on top of learning how to,
Got the learning curve here.
use our own wrench, the Mega Wrench.
Mega wrench.
It's, like I say, it's totally different. Blurry again, let's see. We'll keep trying this thing here. Yeah, it is blurry again. What is the scoop? Oh no, I zoomed us in again. Ah! It's still blurry.
So you gonna have anything to talk about, Mom?
Okay, yeah.
Any information?
Mostly, I was just kind of thinking today we'll do Q&A and then and learn how to use this thing. Sorry, the picture is blurry. I'm not sure what the scoop is here. But as long as you can hear us. Okay, there. I got the picture pointed back up the way it should be. Okay, I'm doing something wrong. Hang on. And I keep zooming us in, and I'm not trying to do that. It still looks...
I think the idea of just putting your hand right here, Heidi, is I think what Angie's talking about. The little squares that coming up for the focus on a regular camera.
I'm not seeing that come up, though.
No, but I think what you're supposed to do is just wave your hand right there. That causes the camera to focus on what's up closer. Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's working. Okay, well...
See, Kathleen,
okay, Kathleen says that did it, but it's still looking blurry to me right
well,
here.
that's a delayed deal, so.
Yeah, it's not that delayed though. So, yes, the blue sky, it is really great. I mean, there's not even any chemtrails,
No
and that's
chemtrails.
a surprise too. Usually we finally get some nice weather, and then out come the jets and the chemtrails all over the place. And it's like, oh, we finally got clear sky, and now it's not clear anymore. Now it's white.
What's a
but
chemtrail?
yeah, it's blue. Yeah, crazy conspiracy theorist. So, okay. Yeah, looking on our computer, it looks blurry to me, but whatever. We'll keep playing around with this and get it figured out, and maybe we can, I wouldn't say do regular shows, but if we can get this kind of streamlined for us, maybe once a month, especially at this time of year where we can sit outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nice.
Yeah, whenever it gets to be over 40 degrees out here, we like to go outside.
Yeah,
well, thanks, Angie, for showing up. We appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks for the help.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm waving my hand around because I'm trying to see if what he's saying is true, but I see the picture still keeps getting blurry again. Whatever. So, slowly. See, I don't know how to do anything slowly. That's my problem. I do everything too fast. And I got these Italian hands that just go everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm sitting here very close to her. It's a very dangerous game.
It is dangerous. Oh, okay. Coming to your area next Sunday, taking a cruise. Nice. Nice. Yeah, you'll still be a few hours away from us, though.
What's that?
Jedi powers. Yeah, me and my Jedi powers.
Oh.
Tons of rain. Oh, good.
Oh,
especially if you're needing
Lisa's coming to your area in Seattle.
Yep. Sorry. Trying to keep up on it all.
Me too.
So, what I forgot to say, people, if you have any questions, put them in all caps. I tend to forget to say that part. That way, you'll see, you'll all caps to us. That way we'll know for sure if someone's asking us directly a question. Just hold your hand. Will help. How about like this? Will that help? Is that a good idea? I'm sorry. I'm being a smarty pants.
Yes, you are. Why? Because you're good at it.
Salad. Oh, good. Nice, Liz. Yeah, I can hardly wait for the borage flowers. That's when I get really excited, when I have the borage flowers to put in there too, and certain other goodies from the garden. And it just, the borage adds this beautiful blue along with all the other colors from the pansies and the rose petals and whatever else you decide to throw in there. So
The
oh, the
golden oregano is
oregano.
doing pretty good.
I was just thinking about that because I went out there. It's out there now by where my stinging nettle is, and I was harvesting the stinging nettle. And oh, by the way, I was harvesting the stinging nettle. There's a chicken sneaking up on the deck.
Oh, yes.
It's Claire. She's my sweet bird, so I guess she thinks it's okay. Anyway, stinging nettle leaves like this big now. Dang. But anyway, the golden oregano is looking really good, and I'm thinking pretty soon I'm going to start harvesting some of that. But last year I was harvesting a lot sooner, but that's because I didn't move it like I did this year. So this year it's taken a little bit to kind of get going, but it's looking beautiful. It's just, love that bright chartreuse or lime green that it makes out there. It's so
It's
beautiful.
fluorescent. Our borage is prolific.
Oh, our borage
But
here,
it's just a little bigger right now.
At this time of the year here, our borage is only about like this tall. It's not very big, so it'll be a bit before it blooms. It's not till, but oh boy, once the weather stops having those chilly nights, then the borage will take off, and I'll be constantly pulling up full plants.
Borage is a great thing to have growing around your house, especially if you got chickens, because chickens love it.
They do.
Bees adore it.
Yes. That's why it's also known as bee bread.
Yeah.
Because apparently it helps increase their honey output.
Very pretty little flower.
Yeah.
It tastes like cucumbers a little bit.
Can you use comfrey flowers? I don't know. I was going to look into that. I know there's a lot of debate back and forth as far as ingesting comfrey. I read some time back about there can be a difference between whether or not it's the purple comfrey or the white comfrey as far as the flowers go. But it's been a while since I looked into it, so I'll have to look into it again. Mostly the comfrey I'm using for compost, or green mulch or green manure, and for drying up and using for making salves and soaps and feeding to the chickens. Excuse me. And then I had another question up here. Let's see. Can't get rid of some of the 4 feet high. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually stung myself pretty good with it today.
Oh.
I keep meaning to try the plantain on it, because I know the plantain worked really good on a bee sting, on a wasp sting. Pin a scale of stinging nettle on the ground, a root. That doesn't surprise me.
Right.
So, okay, there were some other questions. Give me a moment. There was another question. Okay, saw the golden oregano one. Where was that other one?
Hello, Beth Joy. We haven't seen you in a while.
Bachelor button. I can't remember what those are. I think I'm picturing them in my head, but either way, I don't know anything about them as far as what they're good for. Let's see. Favorite Bible verse? It really depends on the situation. I've got a lot of favorites.
From front to back?
Yeah. No, there's one in Jeremiah that always seems to come to mind. And it's not the one that everyone else uses. It's one that some people would probably go, no, I don't want to hear that one. I like the ones about, especially this time of year in Psalms, where there's a couple of them in Proverbs, that is, that talks about he that tilleth his soil is not in lack for bread. And there's 2 of them in there that are similar, slightly different wording. Okay. So goodbye, Edie. Let's see. Sorry, reading comments, trying to catch up on questions. Sorry for the lag there.
So Christy Betts says, I used the plantain on the
Okay, on
grandgirl's
the
poison
yeah.
ivy, and it worked great.
And Beth said the thing about dock, and that's been growing wild around here too, which I'd rather not because it gets some long tap roots. But I have heard that it it's really good for stinging nettle. Sting, but usually I don't try anything. I just, because when I get stung, when I get a little bit of a sting, it's because I'm out there harvesting it, and then I want to get busy rinsing it off and putting it on the dehydrator, and by the time I get done doing that, the sting is gone anyway, so I just deal with it. So time to get back to work. See you, Tammy. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, reading comments and questions. Okay, Mr. Rain, do you make wooden game boards? No, you thought about that at one time.
I have in the past. Nobody knows about it, but I have.
Sorry.
But now the whole world knows. I built a checkerboard one time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. This is
Maybe
way back yonder.
I've never used chicory for a coffee substitute. I've heard of it, but I've never used it. I don't even grow it. I've considered looking into it and growing it. Doesn't it get just a beautiful little blue flower? Am I right? Hey, there's Brad. Yankee living. Yes, I know. We're live for a change. Let's see. Okay, so, and the dogs, sorry about the dogs. I know they're loud. They heard my son's car and they get all excited. So, yeah.
I'm thinking about making purses out of the dogs.
No.
I shouldn't have said that.
It's a joke. We love our puppies. Some people get a little bent out of shape.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you joke.
Yeah, just playing.
Just to make sure you know. That now he's whining because how's the picture? It looks really blurry up there to me.
Yeah.
I hope that's just because of the okay, missed the
Okay.
first part. Are using using the new phone. So we're working out the kinks, learning how to use it. Obviously there is a little bit of a learning curve, but not too bad. So yeah, I know it kind of keeps getting blurry. And I do wonder if maybe being outside is part of it. And the breeze has slowed down quite a bit. So I'm waving my hand. Okay, slowly. This is me trying to be slow.
So our birds are doing great. Yankee living.
They are. My yard birds.
Would you
They're
consider
actually
doing
being
any
quiet
metal work?
right now.
Yes, I have, and I do. Let's see. Who's asking that question? Oh, Victor. Yeah, I dabble a little bit in wood and metal. Apparently, I don't know if there's any videos that.
Yeah, you've got several videos of some metal working.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he made the latches on both the chicken coop door and the chicken yard door gate. He made those latches. He made the wood stovetop
dehydrator racks out of
for metal work, so that they'll be easier to find. I have a playlist called Mr. Rain's Projects and How To's, and I think they're all in there, but I could do separate playlists. Let's see. Let's try this again. And
the magic wand.
Okay, the magic wand. Let's see. Sassafras. I have actually, and did used my fermentation starter, and it turned out okay. I would like to try it again someday. Is that the magic wand now?
Yeah, it's the magic wand.
It kind of almost looks like a magic wand.
I had to dig the sawdust out of my charging port on my phone because it was loaded with sawdust. Risking the crossing wires, and I lightly picked it out of there, but so it worked.
Yeah, green shell, I don't know. We just started it. We just got it going. you know, we're gonna figure this out and learn it. So the streaming thing on the phone is a totally new experience for us. So, question about I did homeschool. I actually we did a video
Skin of dogs.
about we did a video about homeschooling, and I can't remember what we titled it, like maybe why you should consider homeschooling, but shared some of our experiences. And one of these days, and gave some tips and stuff. And one of these days, we may do some more updates on that, just on not updates, because obviously our kids are 23 and 26, so it's been a while since we've homeschooled. There was another, okay, made a tea with sassafras, pretty good. Yeah. Oh, really controversial. I didn't know that was controversial. I can't
What's
even say
that?
it.
What's controversial?
And then the remodel on the house, Tina's asking about that. We will be doing a video update sometime. I'm just waiting for a few little finishing things to get done, and then I'm going to do a video update so everybody can see how lovely Ryan's house has turned out, because it's just beautiful. Does not look like the same place.
Yeah, it's mostly done. He's just doing some fine tuning now. It's
Yep.
small trim work and different things like that. The inside is finished, so
Yeah.
that's all
Yeah,
done.
and it's. I suppose I could do a video slideshow just on the inside,
Right.
but I kind of wanted to do it all together to show the outsides too. And see, there was blackberry leaves. I don't know that they're medicinal. I do know they're edible. I tried one. I didn't care for the flavor of it. I think grape leaves taste better and strawberry leaves taste better. I would guess so. I'd venture a guess. Look, you'll have to look this up for yourself. Remember, I said how to look stuff up. Just put like health benefits into your browser. Health benefits of blackberry leaves, and you should get several different hits and cross compare them and see what they all say. My guess would be, excuse me, that their medicinal or health benefits would be very similar to maybe a strawberry leaf or a grape leaf or even raspberry leaf. I'm sure it's going to have some that are unique and a little bit different. Probably closer to a raspberry leaf would be my guess. So it tasted like blackberries to you, huh? See, I tried one of my blackberry leaves and I was just like, ew. And it was really tough too. It's not like... grape leaves are kind of tough too, but if you get them when they're young, they taste kind of like a grape and they're a little bit sour.
That might hold true with the younger leaves on the.
I
blackberry.
tried a younger leaf.
Oh,
Maybe it's just mine. So, yes, when I was homeschooling, we did do some Bible study in there with it too. We incorporated Bible. Dried and crumbled. I mean, that could be the difference, because once you dehydrate something, it's going to take on a totally different, well,
Right.
a lot of times it's going to take on a totally different flavor. So, no, our strawberries not here. They're not ripe yet.
Liz, we probably have very similar climate to what you guys might
Yeah.
have in the UK. Gray quite a bit of the time and cool. So, how about your strawberries? Where are they at?
I'm curious. Because, yeah, ours don't.
Ours is just starting to get
Yeah.
flowers and little
There's
tiny
berries
green berries
forming,
on them. Yeah.
but yeah, they're not ripe yet. And then as far as the strawberry leaves, I know I said this in a video I think recently. Just make sure if you dehydrate strawberry leaves, they're okay to eat totally raw or totally dehydrated, but you don't want them somewhere in between. I keep forgetting what it is. There's something that happens there at the in-between stage where they're not quite dehydrated, but they're partially so, that can be maybe a little toxic. So we got to be careful with that. Yeah. Wallace Lake. It's been a while, hasn't it?
We've come out of hiding.
Oh. Okay, so let me see if there's any other questions here. Okay, Liz says started picking the strawberries yesterday because. Oh wow! For 3 weeks.
You got better climate than we got then.
Yeah, because it's been really cold. It's the thing is the peas don't mind it, but we've had these really beautiful days and things start growing, but then the nights have been really cold and then everything kind of stagnates. So I think it's usually middle of June things really start taking off around here.
Sure. Yeah, the rain's backed off, the sun's come out, and they're
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. This is why,
if we're missing any
yeah.
questions or anything like that, or things that we need to comment to, just keep rattling our cage here. We'll
Yeah.
back to you.
But yeah, the coughing thing, and no, it's not a cold. Sometimes people will hear it in my voice in some of my videos and think I have a cold or I'm coming down with something. It's not. It's called a lifetime of singing and teaching,
Yelling at her husband.
yelling at yelling at my husband. I have nodules on my vocal cords. We discovered them many years ago, and it just causes sometimes when I'm talking a lot. So that's why a lot of times in my videos there's a lot of splicing going on because I'm having to cut out the parts where I'm having to stop and cough. But anyway, it gets very, they'll start to swell, they'll get irritated, and that's what happens. So I'm not ill. I could have had surgery done, but it would have been silly. So I just leave it.
We did have a homesteading conference that we went to. It's just a small one in
Yeah.
Rochester, and that's the first one we've ever gone to.
It's the only one I know that was even that close to us.
Right. They had one last year in Oregon that was
It was the Mother Earth News one.
yeah, in
Albany.
Right. And so we didn't make it to that one. Our finances didn't allow us to do that at that point.
And all the time we had some other time issues going on, and we thought our son was going to be, he was initially going to be gone that weekend,
yeah,
and
the
we were
planets-
going to have him watch the chickens.
Planets were not aligned at that point to go down to
it
the
just
one in
didn't
Oregon.
work. We could probably do it this year if they had another one
Right,
in
right.
Oregon. I don't know if they are. I haven't kept up. There's just, man, I tell you, it's been one thing after another.
Hello,
Let's
Farm
see.
Lawn. Sacred Wonders.
Yeah, help them. Yeah, bandana grandma. I like to throw leaves on just about everything I can over the winter. I get leaves from the neighbors. So, oh, there's Sharon. I didn't see her come in. 10 days of sunshine. Yeah. Is there any sun in this country? I know I remember when I was
Movie quotes.
watching the old Kevin Costner, Robin Hood. Yeah, I think it was Morgan Freeman was the one that said that. And I remember thinking then, it's like, where are they? Are they you think they live where we? Okay, let's see where we're at here. Just catching up here. Are we blurry again? I know we're having issues with blurriness. So okay. That 10 was our summer. Whoa, that scared me for a minute.
Don't touch anything, Mama.
Don't touch anything. Yeah, that's the way it is. We'll get these little brief summary-like moments in sometimes even as early as April, but also in May. But our real summer doesn't actually kick in until early July, after the 4th. So, and this is coming from the Hey Farm Alarm. This is coming from someone who I used to take my dance students through the local parade every 4th of July and always prayed for at least decent weather. And I remember one year it rained on us the whole way. Usually we were blessed enough to have decent enough weather that it didn't rain on us, but at one time it did kind of rain on us through the whole parade. My poor little students and myself, we were all frozen by the time we got down to the other end. It was so cold. But then after the 4th, like July 5th, it could be beautiful and be hot and dry for the next 3 months. You just never know. It's crazy.
It was so
okay, Kathleen.
Usually so bad as far as the we'd have a float in the
right after winter.
We'd have a float in the 4th of July parade, and I would have speakers mounted on the
because we had to have music
on a trailer and stuff like that, and I built the float, and so every single year I'd have black plastic bags over top of the speakers,
right,
and right before the parade would come around, I would say, "Oh, don't look like it's gonna rain. I can take the bags off."
Yeah, yeah,
And
because
so,
he'd have to get it all set up the night before.
Right.
The stereo equipment and everything, because we had to be down there early the next morning. And so it was a lot of work doing those parades. And then we would dance all the way through the parade. And so it was mostly me, and the older students would do all the dancing through the parade. And then the little guys, I'd actually put them on the float because it was just a little too much for their little
right,
stubby legs.
that's probably three-quarters of a mile, or
Yeah, yeah.
maybe
Well,
a
no,
mile.
it's oh, it's closer to 2 miles.
Really?
I thought. Yeah, going
No,
from
scratch
the
that.
store
It was
to
a
the-
long ways.
Yeah.
For
So,
kids.
I mean, it's not a long way for a parade in a big town, but for little guys to try to dance, the whole way. And boy, one year we did this one dance routine that I'm like, man, I got to rethink think about the dance steps I choreographed next time, because it involved a lot of deep knee bends, because it was kind of more of even though I focus mostly on ballet, we try to mix it up sometimes and do some fun things. So one year we kind of did a hip hop style dance through the parade, which requires a lot of down low moves, or you get deep knee bends. I think my quadriceps were aching for about a week, and the next day I could hardly move. And so I messaged my oldest dance student, who was probably late teens, maybe even early 20s, and said, "How are you feeling today?" And she goes, "I won't eat." She goes, "My bedroom's upstairs. I'm sleeping on the couch, just so you know." And I'm like, "Okay, good. I feel better."
Didn't want to scale the steps, huh?
Yeah, so because boy, your legs would hurt so much you could hardly walk. So it was like, yeah. Anyway, that was side issue. That's not homesteading related, but it's life related.
Yeah.
It's my old life.
Tina's Tiny Living.
Hey,
is
Tina,
here.
we got a local on here with us. So yeah, Tina's tiny living, tiny family lives in the same town as us, and we've known each other for a very long time. Our kids were little tiny.
Yep.
Yep. So, in fact, I remember, Tina, when you lived in that one house that is currently for. We had kids. We had Ryan. He was just little bitty. I think he was 2 or 3 at the time. I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a
don't
long
ask me
time
to
ago.
remember past yesterday.
Yeah. But yeah, that house is for sale.
Yeah, I do
would like
remember
to see
having
my
dinner over
youngest
there.
son. I think it would be a nice place for my youngest son, because it's close to where our oldest son lives. It's just right around the corner. So anyway, okay, let's see. We went from winter to summer this year. 93 today.
Degrees,
Wow.
so.
Okay, what is this? Sharon said something up here. What did I say? Sound great and art clears. Okay, it just starts spooling for now. Oh, okay. Okay, there's chicken. Can you hear the chickens and the dogs?
Chickens announcing their.
The chickens were actually we were trying to shoot a video earlier. We did shoot the video, and I don't know when. It'll probably come out in about a week or so. And it was about chickens. So, needless to say, we got in the background the chickens. I swear they knew we were talking about them, and they were just going on and on, especially this one. I had to keep telling her to be quiet. And it wasn't. Were y'all what? A couple people are rebooting, but I don't get the connect here. Trying to grow grapes here in Montana, having trouble. We don't get the rain like I did in Indiana. Okay, oh, I think we're back.
Oh, we're back up.
I think. Oh, low battery.
Okay.
How's yours doing?
Yeah, we can. Umbilical cord here.
Let's try that. My battery, I didn't even think about that. Our battery was dying. That might have been the issue there.
We had to hook up Heidi's umbilical cord.
Yeah. Reading this here. Any suggestions? See, now the funny thing to me, Verna, is that I always thought grapes liked drier climates better. So I was surprised to find out we could grow grapes here at all. And so my only experience with grapes myself, it's still,
You back on?
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why we keep dropping.
Hmm.
Yeah, sorry about that, people. I don't know what's going on. It just kind of drops. So could be anything here. I guess no matter what, how you look at it, you can see my fingers typing. um, I've got the phone sitting right on the computer. It's probably not the best place, but anyway, the grape thing. I wish I could tell you more. I'm sure there's people that live in drier climates that could probably give you better, uh, a better idea. Yeah, and Tina, we're actually using my phone, so we're actually using the cell towers, which also one thing I didn't think about is also an issue here too. We might have terrible internet for the most part compared to other people, but our cell phone or cell towers do a little better, but we still, even here where we're located, you think we'd get a better signal than we do. So that could be what's going on here. And it wouldn't have to do with anyone in the house being online because I'm not